This community update was brought to you by U Radio. Whether it's open for just 9 days, like last winter, or for most of the season, the Nestaweya River Trail is expensive to maintain, with annual costs reaching hundreds of thousands of dollars. To offset the expenses, the Forks Foundation launched the Trail Together campaign. Funds help develop and maintain nearly 6 kilometers of skating and walking trails along the Red and Assiniboine rivers. This initiative allows Winnipeggers to adopt a metre of the trail, fostering community involvement and pride. To date, 789 meters of the trail have been adopted, and signs have been installed to recognize contributors.
And so what we've done is we've invited the community to be a part of that this year with us through the Trail Together campaign. We know that the community loves this asset. They really, lots feel ownership over it even, how they use it to commute to work or out with their families on the weekends. And so inviting folks for a relatively low dollar value of only $50 to quote unquote adopt a metre, put their name on a metre of the river trail, has been something that's important to us and special to involve them in that process.
That was Zach Peters, Marketing and Communications Manager with the Forks Foundation. The trail officially opened on December 31st, marking only the 5th time since 2008 it could safely open before January.
So obviously quite exciting whenever we can open as early as possible, and this year was December 31st, so right in time for New Year's. It was that afternoon. We were excited to take down those the barricades, let people onto the ice, and then New Year's Day we had obviously quite a bit of festivities here at the Forks, and we saw a huge number of people out using just that port rink even before we were able to lengthen down the Assiniboine here, and people are just again out to embrace that winter feel, that winter experience.
Although she hadn't heard about the Trail Together campaign, Mackenzie says she's interested in the idea and would participate if it continued.
I think that's really cool. It kind of makes it more personal, like, hey, this is my little section of river, or, I think that's a great idea. They heard they were doing the parking tickets towards the payment for it as well. It's just a really cool initiative to have, these things paid for. Like, it's really cool.
Mackenzie says she eagerly anticipates the trail every year, regularly checking the Forks social media for updates. This year was particularly special, as it marked the first time she could bring her baby son out onto the trail. For first-time skaters like Chris and Mia, they say the trail is something special.
Yeah, I always wanted to try out ice skating. I've lived here all my life and I've never done it before, so this is the first time doing it. And again, yeah, the weather was really nice today, so I was like, why not give it a shot?
Mia adds,
I think it's great. It's bringing everyone together. And I think it's something that everyone looks forward to in our winters, especially because it's super cold out. And the Forks has been here for quite a while, so it's pretty historic. And I think it's great that they have our trails, especially when they've expanded over to where the park is and where the other field is at. I like that a lot.
Looking ahead, the Forks anticipates continuing the Trail Together campaign for the 2025-2026 season. Peter says this isn't the only way they're looking ahead. He explains the Forks is developing a climate adaptation strategy in collaboration with the Prairie Climate Center to ensure the trail remains viable as winters evolve. You're listening to U Radio, where community voices connect. Stay tuned for more stories and insights that matter. With U Multicultural and the Local Journalism Initiative, I'm Ryan Funk.